Good evening, everyone. It's the encore of hot jazz on a cold winter night. We got cold right this year. We had snow right last year. So we're glad you're all here. It's a down economy, and I am so thrilled to see a full house tonight here in Mendon. Let's remind ourselves, we're not in Honey Night Falls. We're not in Pittsburgh. We're not in Rochester. We're in Mendon. So look around. The people sitting next to you, your neighbors. We're so glad you're here, and with friends and neighbors. So we have some public service announcements. The first and foremost, maybe, is that if you have a cell phone, would you please turn the ringer off? I know the girls in the coat room are going to be very busy. Turning the ringers. So we don't need them. Fortunately tonight we have a full slate for you. We've got the high school jazz ensemble, followed by the select choir over in the chapel. Now, a word of warning, the chapel is not as big as the seating space we have here, so figure it out. Anyway, Angela Hollick and Karen Simmons are gracious enough from the Westminster Hall and Chapel to put us under their roof tonight. For this, it means a lot to be right here at home. So thank you very much, Angela and Karen. And it's my pleasure, as a part of the Mendon Foundation, to work with good partners like the Westminster Hall and Chapel to bring you events like this tonight. On the back of the menu that was on every seat, there's a response card. Would you like to see more events like this? Cool jazz on a warm summer night? The Great Pumpkin Ball before Halloween? Or a Sunday afternoon concert in the park? So, if you like this stuff and you want to say that, put it down on the thing and leave it on your chair. Angela Hall, please.
Hello, thank you all so much for coming. It's an absolute thrill for us to have the community here. We are so pleased to be a part of this wonderful community that we're still learning about. This is our second year doing this, first full year in business. We love having wonderful groups like the Mendon Foundation to work with. They're the best neighbors in the whole wide world. So thank you all very much for taking time out of your schedules to be here. There are 3 exits in here. One is here, one is the front, one is at the back. That's me being a stewardess. The bathrooms are right over here in the hallway on the way to the chapel. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you again for coming. It's a pleasure to have you all here.
And now, Mark Gordon and the High School Jazz Ensemble.
and thank you, John and Angela, for the gracious welcome, and we're glad to be part of Hot Jazz too. They certainly had figured out with the cold night. We had a big storm last year, a little bit chillier than we'd all like tonight. Maybe next year they can call it Hot Jazz on a festive yet unseasonably warm winter evening. But we're really glad ever to have a full house tonight. Very exciting to play for. This is our debut this year, first performance for the group this year. You heard something hopefully getting you a little bit into the holiday spirit. Frosty the Snowman. You heard solos from Aaron Carroll on trumpet and from Mason Tiro on piano. Next, we're going to play a tune that was written by Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn, and this is a tune called Half the Fun, which will feature Jeru Lee on lead alto and a piano solo by Laura Mueller.
Thank